considers to be excellent. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. CTRM has a forecasted EPS of 3 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price to earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. CTRM has a PE of 35.33. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 70.10. A, earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. CTRM has an A of 2.83%. This is above the current average of 1.43% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. CTRM has a GPE rating of 0.62. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in div. CTRM does not pay a dividend. DY, dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. CTRM does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. AVVOL. AVVOL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. CTRM has an AVVOL of 163,502,571 shares traded per day. Percent vol. Percent vol reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the AVVOL. Percent vol equals volume AVVOL, AVVOL 100. CTRM had a percent vol of 75.34% on Tuesday, February 9, 2021. PRC. CTRM price changed 7.18% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. CTRM has annual sales of 10 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. CTRM has a sales growth of -2.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SPS. CTRM has annual sales of 3 cents per share. Price to sales ratio, PS. CTRM has a PS of 35.31. Shares. CTRM has 364 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization. CTRM has a market capitalization